I'm in the North Carolina mountains, and today we're going to prepare some fresh North Carolina rainbow trout. Yes.
First thing is look at it. So yes, it's important to have it.
So how long have you been fly fishing?
Just a few years now.
Yeah?
So pretty much regarded a beginner for sure. There's a lot to learn, but it's definitely one of my favorite things to do. Come back behind the end in here and throw a line in, and always tell my wife, like, what are you doing today on your day off? Like, going to river church. It's kind of how I reflect. If I'm not in the kitchen, I'm not with my family, I'm in this river. And it's my favorite thing to do. It's where I can get a little quiet sometimes.
Yes, I'm sure. So let's talk about trout and
Right.
why
Well,
it's so important to you.
trout is our native fish. Everybody has it on their menu. It's great. People come up here, they want to eat trout. I thought that a lot more could be done with trout. I saw a lot of people doing the same things, and I did the same thing for a long time. But it was that dish that always stuck with me. Like, you could improve this, you can improve it. So it has been a challenge, but it's always evolving, and I think it's kind of become my Moby Dick, my white whale.
Yes.
Right now I'm trying to kind of recreate the streamside campfire experience with our trout dish.
Well, I'm really eager to try some. So would you be so kind to prepare some for me
Definitely.
today?
Let's do it.
Oh, great. So we're going to go now to the kitchen and cook some up for us. All right, great. So now we have our fresh trout right from the creek, and Andrew's going to prepare it. You can't get any fresher than this. So
Right.
show us what you're going to do and how you're going to do it.
Right, well, this is a smoked trout dish.
Yes.
We're gonna hot smoke it. We have our trout.
Yes.
I've cleaned it up a bit, taken the bones out, kind of trimmed it up. We're going to first season it with salt and pepper and squeeze some lemon juice on it. Before this goes in the smoker, it gets a scallion ghee spread on top of it. Ghee is clarified brown butter, which I've done here already. See if you can get the aromas
that?
from that.
Very
Kind of
nutty.
like a toffee type smell to it.
Nice.
It just gives it a little depth of flavor. And so what we're gonna do, we have our scallions, we have our ghee, we're gonna puree them together.
Okay.
Salt and pepper.
Pinch.
Okay, so actually you could do this.
Alrighty.
Just spoon some over the trout, and we're gonna let it sit there. This is a stovetop smoker. This dish can easily be done on a grill outside,
Okay.
on charcoal, on gas grill, obviously on a campfire, but for the restaurant purposes, this is what works best for us.
Right.
If you're gonna do a stovetop smoker at home, I suggest going outside, because you will generate, unless you have a professional quality exhaust unit
So-
in your kitchen.
Do not attempt this at home,
Right.
in other words. I was wondering what that was.
Yeah, I have some apple wood,
Okay.
just soaking in water over here. We're gonna spread this down. I could get this from Velva, who is our server of legendary proportions.
Yes.
And she brings this from her farm for us.
Oh, geez.
And we cut it down. And this lid just fits on tightly. There you go. Okay, over here we're gonna work our tomato jam. This is
Okay.
a component on the dish. We'll start with a little bit of butter.
Alrighty.
I've got tomatoes. These are heirlooms. They have been peeled and seeded.
Okay.
So I just blanched them in boiling water, shocked them in ice water. Peel comes right off. Squeeze the seeds out, and if you
Voila.
can't get good tomatoes, I just recommend canned tomatoes. Just give that a stir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna add a sprig of fresh thyme in there, salt and pepper.
Salt and pepper.
These are some roasted garlic cloves.
Oh, yeah.
This is red wine vinegar and brown sugar.
Oh, that's interesting.
This should be a little acidic, but it should have some sweetness
Some
to
sweetness.
mellow that out.
Okay.
So you're just going to cook this down until it's kind of syrupy. That looks great right there.
Okay.
Go ahead and turn it off. It'll finish.
Alrighty. Beautiful.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
Now our smoker,
We're here.
turn it on high and we'll leave it cracked until it starts to generate a lot of smoke.
Okay.
Then we'll throw the fish in there, close it.
Cover it up.
It takes 2 or 3 minutes tops.
That's it. Okay. Very simple.
Yeah, we can go ahead and do our sweet potatoes.
Alrighty.
Just gonna turn this pan on a low heat. And this is just ginger butter. It's just minced ginger and butter.
Sounds good.
You want to place those in there?
Yes.
And you want to season them with salt and pepper.
Okay.
Now these
Okay.
potatoes have just been baked
Okay.
with the skin on. And we just peel the skin off, slice them.
So we're just browning them.
Yep.
Okay.
So you can kind of see like a lot of these things can be done ahead of time.
Ahead of time, yeah.
The sweet potatoes can be baked ahead of time. This jam keeps for a few days. You can make that ahead of time. The fresh beans, these are baby limas with some Benton's bacon in it. And kind of what I was going for was that baked beans sitting around the campfire eating baked beans.
Right. Okay.
Now we use fresh beans and we use excellent bacon
Okay.
because you don't want it to taste like it came from a can, obviously. When
great.
this dish comes out to the dining room, what I'm looking for is, the guests to smell the campfire when it comes out there.
Yes.
That's the
And
goal.
I can smell that right now.
Right. And this smoker is going pretty well right now. We're gonna add our trout, and it's thin.
Right.
So it's gonna cook super quickly.
Yeah, you don't want to dry it out.
No, and
Okay.
really, you can throw it on your grill. You do want to spray it first to make sure it doesn't
Stick.
Close it, and 2-3 minutes later you can pull it off.
All right. Wonderful.
I'm gonna take our beans, and this for me, it seems like beans are such a modest ingredient, I think, but it seems to me they steal the show on this plate.
That's funny. I don't know
think
why.
anybody else feels that way, but I do.
It's just the simplicity of beans.
I love them.
I do too. I love lima beans.
Okay, our trout we're gonna take out.
All right.
That's our tomato
That
jam.
is
You don't need a
so
lot of this.
beautiful.
You don't want it to
Overpower the
everything.
dish. Okay.
You like the taste?
I guess I
I
should.
think you should,
I-
yeah.
Boy, that smokiness you can taste right away. And the mixture of the beans, that is right on. And I love this little touch of sweetness on here too.
Good.
Oh, I love that smoke flavor.
Yeah.
Really good. Really, really good, folks. Mass Farm Inn. The recipe for this is on the website, lifeinthecarolinas.com. Just go on, press on the recipes link, and you can make this at home. Maybe not as good as Chef Andrew, but
Better, probably. We'll see.
but good.
But if you
really
make it,
good.
invite me over because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Really good.